read this? Wait a minute, Gaylord. Wait a minute, his imagination is becoming visions? Abstruse Tales, American's Finest Science Fiction. Yellow Hills of Mars by Douglas Spaulding. Uh, plus Julian West, Michael Arden, Clarence Carlisle, Carlisle, and many others. Gaylord! Exclamation! 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 Okay, sure. Put back. And that's Fangs. Right. So, I see. So he has a little rocket ship. I get it. There's a little rocket ship. So, okay, alright, I get it. So, Ethan. Played by himself out in the forest? Really? So I think that's all that was. So that huge forest that we spent a few minutes walking through, all of that was put in the game so we can chase the spaceman around. I think that's what it was. Was that something we could miss? Was that like a... Alright, I think I get it. So there's a huge forest here, and I don't know if I found everything there is to be found in it. But let's keep going. Let's keep going. So that was a bit strange, but I think it means that whatever Ethan is imagining, it becomes real for us somehow, or at least we can see it. Alright, let's go back to this. That was the wackiest thing ever. So the road crosses back across the tracks. Okay. And then we get to here, and there's... What is this? Oh, this is train station. Okay, I see. The sun has not moved, so it's always going to be evening. And then, wait a minute, why are there's little piles of cut logs? Why is it just... I don't know, why is it just put next to the road like this? Wait, there's little piles of cut logs on the side of the road? I don't know what that is. Let me just examine this. There's probably something here, right? So this is a train station with not much to show for it. So what happened to the missing pavers? Did someone steal the paving? I mean, it's one thing for the paving to be cracked. It's a different thing for them to be missing completely. It's like, who took them? It's like if they've just broken. I mean, okay, but somebody actually took them away. There doesn't seem to be anything at the train station. It's 7:04 in the afternoon, I suppose. Although it could be the morning. It could be a sunrise, not a sunset. That's possible. 7:04. And nothing else. There are trees growing out of the paving. And wait a minute. The road stops, doesn't it? So this is the road. I don't know if it's a footpath or a road, but it stops here. And then the path, I suppose this is the same path. It goes next to the train tracks. There was a different path on the other side of these rocks too. Which... Hold on. Because there was like more stuff back here, right? Huh. Okay. I mean, I understand why. Like, you know, when I looked at the game, like the screenshots didn't really show anything interesting. I understand because everything in the game is narrative driven and it's a big mystery. So I suppose if they actually put meaningful...
No trains have been through here for a long time. That was part of a pattern. Large pieces of this country were thrown away, doomed to become, and then remain, the worst versions of themselves. Beneath all that rot, dark things grow.
Uh-huh. Yeah, so if they showed you any meaningful screenshots, it would completely spoil a lot of things. So I understand. Alright, that's not a thing that we can inspect. It's thrown away, left to rot, and then that's dark things grow. Train cars. So this is like the... what is this? This is like the top of the reservoir? Is this what this is? Was there other areas back here? No, that's a cliff. I seem to remember seeing a path. Nope, nothing there. Alright. So there is like a specific path, except the path is kind of wide, and so you can go sideways a little bit. But there is a direction that you have to go, and that's towards the town, obviously, over there. Let me just wander sideways, as I am inclined to do. And then there's like a dead end. What an interestingly shaped rock that is. This is so like, you know, like there's no discernible copy and paste. It's almost like they made every single rock by hand. Like, you know, like it seems like every single rock is different. It's probably not. There's probably some copy and paste. But if there is, I can't see it. I guess some of the trees are probably copy and paste. But like, it doesn't look like it, right? Like, you look around and you don't actually see any of it. It's so much detail has been put into this. And like, all of it is almost like nothing, because like, it's just the forest. There's hardly anything in the forest. I mean, there's a lot of stuff in the forest, but nothing that's actually gameplay significant. Like everything is custom made. It's amazing. Like, the amount of work that's gone into it is amazing. So great. Alright, I think we're supposed to cross there. Let me just come over this way. Get lost in the forest a little bit more. I found a grenade though. which, I don't know, I found a grenade. How's that gonna help me? And why? What is this? Alright, so this is like the other side of the train track. And then this part of the train track stops here. And just disappears into rocks. Which again, I don't know how all those rocks managed to straddle the train track like that. I guess they fell down from there, maybe. Amazing. It looks so good. This game looks so good. And we're not even playing on the highest graphics quality. There's almost a little bit too much walking, you know what I mean? Like we've solved like 2 things so far. I wish we had solved 4 things. Maybe like 3 things. I guess we solved 3 things. I wish we had solved like, I don't know, 6 things by now. You know, despite the very interesting puzzles, and well, I guess they're riddles more than puzzles. Despite the very interesting riddles, I wish there was more of them. But maybe it's just me, you know? Maybe it's just because I spend so much of my time wandering around the forest instead of actually going to the next part of the game. Maybe it's my own fault, because I know where the next part of the game is. I know the next part of the game is across the bridge, right? So this is like the overflow for the reservoir. They can, you know, lower those things to release water into the overflow. Look at that tree, look how beautiful that tree is. Is that handmade or is that an algorithm? It could be an algorithm. I don't know, it just looks so good. Look at this thing. I think it's an algorithm. Although it could be, I mean, if it's handmade, I wouldn't be surprised. So the reservoir is nowhere near full, as you can see.
I've seen every version of people hurting each other, hurting themselves. We blame it on compulsion, selfishness, madness. I suppose the idea is, if you name a thing, you can control it. There are things in this world that cannot be named.
Well, you can name a thing and still not control it. Alright, so this is the... Is it a hydroelectric dam? Or is it just... Oh, this is actually a hydro... Okay. It's not just a reservoir, it's an actual hydroelectric dam. Those buildings are in a dangerous place, because if the dam cracks or collapses, then those buildings will get washed away, right? I don't know why... It seems like a bad idea to build your buildings down there. You know what I mean? I mean, I do know that hydroelectric dams breaking is a pretty rare thing. But still. What a beautiful bridge. Well, I mean, it's a dam. What a beautiful dam. Look at this. Look at the stonework. Amazing. Like the textures are so detailed. Look at this. Look how like you can put your face right up against the bricks and you like want to touch them. You want to rub your face against the stone, right? Look at this. Stone. Look how detailed that is. Amazing. This could just be a technology demo. Like if they made this as a technology demo for the Unreal Engine, that'll be awesome. I mean, look at this. Look at the chipping paint on the railing, and you want to rub your face against the chipping paint and chipping paint, don't you? Like you just want to touch it, right? Like it looks so good. And like the rust on the metal. Rub your face against the rusty metal, yes. It's so detailed. It's so detailed, look at this. There's the bridge there. We actually walked on foot all the way from there over here. Crazy. It's big too. Wait, what? Throw grenade. What? He wants me to throw grenade there? Why? I just grenaded the water. Alright, so I mean it looks cool. The water effects are quite good. I don't know why. Wait, why do we throw a grenade? I mean, okay. It looks so good. Look at this. It looks so good. And like, you know, after walking through a forest where, you know, there's trees everywhere, you can't see very far. You go on the dam and you can see for miles. You can see for miles, and look at the mountains. Mountains in the background. Is that geometry or is that just a texture? I can't even tell. Is that geometry in the distance? This looks so good. It's amazing. Incredible. It looks really good, guys. Okay, let's keep walking. I'm enjoying myself so much, even though we're just walking. We're literally just walking, and occasionally throwing grenades randomly in the water. But I'm enjoying this so much. I mean, look at the wood. You don't want to rub your butt on this wooden seat? Don't you want to do that? You just want to rub your butt over it and splinters in your butt. It looks like it would put splinters in your butt. That's how realistic it is. I can crouch. I'm gonna crouch. I can crouch, alright. I mean, it looks so realistic. You can feel the splinters in your butt. That's how realistic it looks. Amazing. Of course, every building is unique. And what is that style? Okay, wait a minute. So those are old buildings. Where are we? Are we in the US? Are we in the Pacific Northwest? Or are we in Europe? Have we found any language yet? So, I mean, there's a lot of stonework, but all of this is very old school. Let's see if we can find some language to identify where we are. There's a lot of pine trees. We haven't seen any animals, have we? I'm trying to figure out where we are. So now this turns back into a dirt road. Dirt road, you want to stick your face in the clay and feel the clay on your face. Don't you want to do that? Okay, I'll stop doing that. I'll stop doing that. Interesting. What interesting environment. Alright, let me come up here and check out this building. Alright, one more time. Don't you just want to rub your face in the grass? Look at this grass. Look at the move in the wind. Don't you just want to rub your face in the grass? Grass. Okay, I'll stop that. But I do. I want to touch it. Because it looks so good, I want to touch it.